Alright, in this video you're going to see how to make a fruit face with files I've shared with you in your Google Drive and using Google Draw. So I'm in a web browser. Chrome would work best. You can see I'm at Google and I'm already signed in. But if you go to your waffle, you'll notice that Google Draw is not an app that shows up on its own. So if you want to go to docs.google.com/drawings, it will take you to a blank canvas for you to work with. First thing we want to do on that blank drawing is title it, so your name and fruit face, and that will be shared with your instructor. Now that we have a name for our drawing and a blank canvas, we're going to start inserting the images I've shared with you. So if we go to Insert, Image, and choose from your drive, over on the right, if we scooch over, you can see Shared with Me. That's where you will find the folder that I've shared with you. I'm actually going to go to Recent for me because I just uploaded this. Okay, so looking through the Fruit Faces folder, you can see all the different fruits and vegetables. I always like to start with something large like this cauliflower. That would be a good shape for the head. Once you click, you can drag it out. It says all changes are saved in the drive. It'll save as you work. If you don't like what you did, you can go to Edit and Undo. That will take away the image, or just hit Command-Z to undo anything you did not like. There you see an example of a fruit face I made prior, and some more fruits and vegetables. I'm just looking for something I would like as a head. I'll choose this raspberry, so I drag it out, and you can see it says all changes are saved in the drive at the top, and it starts with this bounding box. That's the box wrapped around the raspberry. As I zoom in and out a little, you can see those little corners. If I click and drag a corner, it shrinks. If I grab another bounding box, what am I doing here? I can shrink it, or grow it as is. I can grab the center top bounding dot, and that lets me rotate it. I just undid that, and if I go to Edit, oh no, sorry, we want to go to Arrange. You can also rotate more easily here at 90-degree intervals. We can flip vertically up and down. We can flip horizontally, and that's a horizontal flip side to side. There's 90-degree rotation, so this is a faster way than free rotate and a little more accurate. Alright, we can also center our work by going to Arrange and Center Image vertically or horizontally. That'll put it in the center of our canvas, just to make it easier to work with. If I move the side menu, you can see it is now center of the canvas. So I think I really liked this raspberry flipped vertically, so I'm going to go to Arrange and just flip him. So I like that little hole at the bottom where the stem would be. It kind of looks like a mouth. Try to use the shapes of the fruit to your advantage and be creative as you look through them and see what you can do. Now I'm going to add, I think these star fruits look good for eyes. So I'm going to double click them. I could drag them out, or I can double click. Here they are. Remember, I can resize them in that bounding box just by clicking a corner and dragging, and position them by moving my cursor into the center of the bounding box as I work to keep resizing it and comparing it to the shape behind it, the raspberry, to make it relative to one another. So now I want to insert another image. Image, insert to drive, and I have that third star fruit there, but I can work with that. I can be part of the nose, or I can try this squash as the nose. So I'm going to resize that squash, and I'll probably rotate it a bit, make it look a little more funny. Center it over that star fruit, or I could even try to hide the star fruit behind it. Let's let the star fruit show a little, like the squash is coming out of the star. So now he's got two eyes and a nose. I'm going to insert another image from my drive. Remember, if I stay in Recent, everything's there. I'll show you how to layer things. So this pineapple, I don't want the whole pineapple, but I do like that stem for hair. So I'm going to arrange and go to Order. If I send it backward, you can see when I drag, it's now behind the last fruit, the prior fruit, or the squash. But if I go to Order, under arrange and send to back, it goes all the way behind everything. Think of it like making a sandwich. You're layering things up. I like to think in terms of food. So I've now sent the pineapple to the back, and I'm adjusting it, the size, and where I'm. Oh, we have to be careful. I just moved the raspberry instead of the pineapple. Try to be aware of where your bounding box is. Command Z or Edit Undo is really your friend with simple mistakes like that. Alright, so I like that. I'm going to insert the next image. I have the hair, eyes, nose. Maybe we'll look for some ears. Oh, I like those kiwis for ears. So let's double click. And I want to rotate it a bit. I don't want to just have it the way it was brought in. I like rotating. And I'm going to order it again. Arrange, order, send to back. And finding the bounding box as we layer fruit does get tricky if you just noticed all those clicks. I just redid the hair. I've got to Command Z and undo that. And there I have the kiwi adjusted. Dragging it behind the raspberry a bit to where I like it. And now, rather than click and drag in a new kiwi, I'm going to copy that one, Command C when it's selected, and Command V pastes it in. So now I have two of the same kiwi. I'm going to rotate it. Well, I'm going to flip it, right? Because it's got to be on the other side. So I flip it vertically, flip it horizontally, or vertically and horizontally, and now I send it to the back under Arrange and Order. And I have his two ears. Next thing I want to do is add a background. So this time I'm going to go to Shapes. I'm not importing a fruit. I'm just going to grab a square tool, and click and drag over my whole canvas. It fills in with that solid color. I can go to the paint bucket and choose a different color if I like, and arrange, send the square while it's selected all the way to the back. That's a little garish or bold. I like gradient. So instead of solid color, I choose gradient. Find something a little more muted so my head sticks out. And now, if I like it, I'm ready to share it with the teacher. So I click the share icon, and you're going to type in your teacher's email address. And I don't want to share the editability. I'm just going to put comment. I would like my teacher to be able to comment on it, but not change the way it looks. You can send a message in your email and hit send, and the teacher will get an email. Thanks for watching. Here's a few of the key terms coming up. And have fun making your own fruit faces.